But it reminds us how difficult it is to get out to vote when there's a line. What if you don't have time, right? And so many people, not just in Illinois, but across the country, are being disenfranchised because, frankly, because the Republican Party has been suing to try to close down opportunities for people to vote, not to open them up. Here in Illinois, we fought hard to make sure we sent ballots out to everybody that voted in 2018, 2019, and in the primary in 2020, so people could vote from home in these difficult times with COVID-19. And we've opened up many, many early voting sites all across the city and the state. So we're making it easier for people to vote, but I have to say that we have to work across this country for, in my opinion, a national bill to make sure that we are fighting for people's right to vote, making sure that everybody has the opportunity to vote, that it's easier to vote, not harder. So I'm going to be working for that on a national level, certainly, and we'll be working on it here in Illinois to make sure people don't have to stand in line for an awful long time.
Governor, and Lieutenant Governor, I want you to answer this as well. Talk about what concerns you have that may be a negative or violent, potentially violent, or destructive reaction to any results.
Well, I don't want to take up all of your time.
Well, no, I mean, you know, the governor has talked about it as well. We know that we have a president right now in the White House who has sown seeds of division, who has pit people against each other, and has really caused us to see so much division in our country. And right now, what I think when we see all of the energy around this election, it's about people who are coming together to say it is time for a change. If we're going to move forward as a nation, we need to come together. We cannot afford another 4 years of division and to be divided. And so I think that that's the issue, that we have a president right now who is sowing those seeds of division, and we know that that's why people are out voting today.
We're doing everything we can to keep people safe on election day. We've made sure that these polling places are protected. We want to make sure that the vote counting is protected. So we've worked with the city of Chicago, with counties all across the state of Illinois to make sure that they know that they'll be safe as people go to the polls and also as they count the vote afterwards. Please stay off social media. Don't listen to what people are posting on social media about the results or about things that are going on in the election, because we know that there are foreign actors, Russia, Iran, so many others, that are trying to sow discontent in this country, especially as people are so anxious to get the results. So enthusiastic. Just because you see them on social media, please stay off social media or go to reliable sources for the information that you're looking for. If you want to know what the vote totals are, go directly to the website of the election authority that you're looking for. That's the best thing you can do, and also the major media outlets.
I was just going to add, I'm sorry, that every vote needs to be counted. We live in a democracy, and that's an important aspect of living in a democracy. Votes matter. Each person's vote, each person standing out in line today, their vote matters. And so, as the governor said, it's going to take some time, but those votes deserve to be counted.
Yeah, that really speaks to what this election cycle has really highlighted, is maybe a lack of understanding of how the voting process, the election process works, because that's how that could be. You talk about, oh, all the votes will be counted. I mean, the vote counting goes on days, sometimes weeks after, correct?
Indeed, vote counting in Illinois will go on until the official results are announced on November 17th. Having said that, as you know, in prior years, major media outlets simply project the outcome based upon what they know that's already in, even though votes are still being counted. And most of the time they're right, sometimes they're wrong. You may remember 2 years ago, there was an announcement that Betsy Dirksen-Londrigan won in her race in Central Illinois for Congress, when actually it turned out that she lost by about 0.5 point. And I'm hoping she'll win this time. She's running this time.